What's going on, everybody? Oliverx TV back with another video. And in today's video, we got to talk about Jeanie Buss. She just recently did an interview where she's angry, upset, and this is the final warning message to LeBron James. I think that she wanted to make her voice loud and clear in this interview. So this is from the New York Post. It states that angry Lakers owner Jeanie Buss denies LeBron James rumors. Do they have final say? So it says Lakers owner Jeanie Buss let the world know who runs the famed franchise in a fiery interview about the direction of the team after the Los Angeles Lakers' awful season. So she put it out there and let it be known. There's been rumors and there's this power struggle over who's running the organization, whether it's, Clutch Sports, LeBron James and his team, and there's a battle for, whose team it is and who's making the decisions. But we know that LeBron James has a lot of input, but let's continue to read. She says, do they have final say? No. Are they running the team? No, not at all. Buss told the Los Angeles Times about the Lakers star LeBron James and his camp at Clutch Sports. Now, I'm almost sure that LeBron James signs off on a lot of these players. Whether it was, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, I'm pretty sure he put the pieces together. Same thing that he did before he went back to Cleveland. He asked for who? Kevin Love. He already had Kyrie Irving there, and a lot of his friends was there, right? Got to the Lakers. He eventually, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was there. The young core was traded, instantly, and they got Anthony Davis, right? Anthony Davis, Clutch Sports. All these players, the talent LeBron James had to have signed off on. And I'm pretty sure it's players that he wanted, right? So she says, I'm controlling owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm held accountable to every decision that's made here. She went on to say, I'm going impatient just because we had the fourth highest payroll in the league. When you spend that kind of money on the luxury tax, you expect to go deep in the playoffs, said Jeanie Buss, who admitted she is not happy nor satisfied with the current state of the team. So, yeah, it was gut-wrenching for me to go out on a limb like that and not get the results that we were looking for. So, many of the bronsexuals will take what Jeanie Buss say, oh, look, well, Jeanie Buss she holds herself accountable, so this is her fault. Rob Pelinka said the same thing. And LeBron has never been held accountable. So, if that's the case, then why did Frank Vogel get fired? If you hold yourself accountable, Jeanie Buss, you made the decision, you put a roster, you and Rob Pelinka, why did y'all fire Frank Vogel? Why is Russell Westbrook getting blamed? If y'all put the talent around LeBron James and his super team, if y'all put this talent around, remember Carmelo Anthony said that, hey, LeBron, you practically running that team over there. You the general manager. So y'all went out and got the talent that LeBron wanted. It's reports that what? They stopped pursuing LeBron James and Anthony Davis stopped pursuing DeMar DeRozan once, it was said that, Russell Westbrook, they could potentially get Russell Westbrook. So they went out in the direction of, fully pursuing Russell Westbrook. So once again, Jeanie Buss, if it's your fault and you're held accountable, then why get rid of Frank Vogel? Because ultimately it's your fault. It's not Frank Vogel's fault. It's not Russell Westbrook's fault. Y'all put the talent together. But what she's saying here, and in so many words, if you read in between the lines, it's LeBron James' fault. She's going to be politically correct. She's not going to come out. She's not going to come out and say, "Oh, it's LeBron James' fault." It is LeBron James' fault, and I don't care if nobody wants to hear it. You don't ever have to hear it. It is what it is. I'm speaking the truth. So it's LeBron's fault. All the players that's on the roster, Anthony Davis was injury prone before he came to the Lakers. Russell Westbrook, you still couldn't even the amount of money that you spent and going over the luxury tax. And despite not even, you wasn't even given a chance to go deep in the playoffs because you didn't even get to a play-in tournament. At least Brandon Ingram, who you traded, got into the playoffs. He got He won the play-in tournament, and then he got to the playoffs. So there's no excuse. And like I said, Jeanie Buss is sending the final message. And then, of course, she's going to come out and say, because she had to do this interview, because there's too much talking going on, too much chatter. So she has to come in, bring the fire extinguisher, and put the flames out. But ultimately, I mean, it's common sense. Jeanie Buss is not going to let LeBron James just walk for nothing. And people say, you know, well, in history shows, like I seen J.J. Redick, you know, and this is another thing that puzzled me. It's just funny. I might as well, you know, speak on this while I'm thinking about it, right? J.J. Redick, everybody get upset. Oh, well, Stephen A. Smith, this is the dumbest take I ever heard in my life. Stephen A. Smith. Oh, well, y'all talk about LeBron James while the playoffs is going on. Why y'all always want to talk about LeBron? There's other stuff to talk about. All these great teams, all the Memphis Grizzlies and the Warriors are having a great series. Why y'all not talking about them? Y'all always talking about LeBron James. So it's funny because when you're praising LeBron, you're singing LeBron James praises, and you're saying everything that's not critiquing LeBron James, you're fine. Once again, J.J. Redick does his he rebuttals, he comes back and pretty much gives his response to Stephen A. Smith take. And he's saying, oh, that's the dumbest take I ever heard in my life. Why should they trade LeBron James? The Lakers history proves that that's not their type of behavior. He said something along those lines. But if I'm not mistaken, the last superstar that I remember the big superstar the Lakers traded was Shaquille O'Neal. Okay? So if the Lakers could trade Shaquille O'Neal, who's arguably one of the greatest big men of all time, has won 3 championships with them, I mean, why is LeBron James exempt? So, no, I don't want to hear that. And I think that Jeanie Buss is sending this message. She letting it be known, I'm controlling the ship. Ain't nobody, I'm in the driver's seat. LeBron James don't run nothing over here. And he's not going to. You got to get it done. And more so anything, even if these players wasn't on the roster, you should at least got into a play-in tournament. Russell Westbrook was your second best player, bruh. Come on, man. Y'all got to be real out there. Y'all guys stop watching the ESPN First Take and watching First Things First with Nikki Wright and Chris Broussard, Shannon Sharp, all these people just spewing garbage, brainwashing y'all, programming y'all. No. She's talking about something that's gut-wrenching. No, the only thing that should be gut-wrenching for you, Jeanie Buss, is going out and getting LeBron James. And like I said, the only reason they said that, oh, we're not going to trade LeBron because, you know, we just going, even if he don't sign the max, even if he don't sign an extension, we still going, you know, just allow him to walk. Like, how stupid does that sound? Jeanie Buss, they far from stupid. Come on, bro. We don't believe that. And if she do, then she deserves to get whatever happens to you. If you know something, if you could do something different than, you know, anybody, because he's left everybody in shambles once he left. So if you got something planned up your sleeve that's different than anything that they've done, then by all means, then go for it, because you're going to be in a position that they was in. The Cleveland Cavaliers. It took them years to get back to where they are now in the playoffs competing. The Miami Heat just went to the finals, and they playing great. They in the playoffs right now. Everybody talk about, oh, when LeBron James leaves, you'll be back at the bottom. Well, obviously, when you get to the bottom, you climb back up and get to the top. So I don't mind going back through that because, I mean, the Miami Heat don't seem to be complaining. The Cleveland Cavaliers don't seem to be complaining. So, like I said, Jeanie Buss sent that final message, and I think that also, like I said, Phil Jackson is only been, I don't think that he's even an advisor. I don't think that he's saying anything. I just think that she understands she's playing mental chess with LeBron James. She's trolling LeBron, aggravating him, getting under his skin, because she knows that he don't like Phil Jackson. She knows that. So your time is up. This your last chance. Whatever we put together is what we put together. And honestly, I will go after John Wall. If we have to, long as they don't trade, because I've been hearing rumors that they're not going to trade the first round pick, the second round pick. I mean, the first pick of 2027. I've been hearing that. I've been hearing rumors of that. So do whatever you gotta do. I seen that where they could trade 2 second round picks. Go ahead, trade for John Wall, and put it out there. We got John Wall. We got what LeBron James wanted. And if he underperforms, then that's on him. We're gonna get all the money. We're gonna drain him for all the money that we can get. Let him surpass Kareem. But Jeanie Buss not playing no more. She's not playing. She's tolerated LeBron James enough. And she done already, you disrespecting the fans if you keep LeBron James past, because nothing gonna happen but the same thing next year. Same thing. Whether you bring in Phil Jackson, Mark Jackson, Jesse Jackson, Reggie Jackson, any Jackson, you could bring back Steven Jackson, the football player and the basketball player. But, you tarnishing what your dad built. So, like I said, I don't think that Phil Jackson is as hands-on as they saying he is, bro. I think they just doing that to pretty much get under LeBron James' skin, to let it be known, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. You don't run nothing here, bro. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.